Listen, sometimes you got to take a real step back and look at how much of yourself you've been giving away, how much softness you've been handing out to people who didn't earn it, didn't respect it, didn't value it. You might not notice it at first because you think you're being kind, you think you're being real, you think you're doing the right thing. But sooner or later, life shows you the truth. When you give too much softness to the wrong people, you don't just lose energy, you lose respect, you lose focus, you lose pieces of who you are. You can't keep pouring out compassion in places that only drain you. You can't keep being gentle with people who only show up when it benefits them. That's not love. That's not loyalty. That's self-betrayal. And once you wake up to that, everything changes. Because real strength ain't about being hard all the time. It's about being wise with your energy. It's about knowing where to give and where to pull back. It's about recognizing that your softness is powerful, but only when it's placed in the right hands. What most people don't understand is this: the world doesn't respect softness that's handed out for free. The world respects boundaries, standards, and self-control. You teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. If you're soft with everybody, if you let every person drain you, if you keep showing up for people who wouldn't walk across the street for you, you're teaching the world that your energy comes cheap. And once they believe that, they won't stop taking. They'll take your time, your patience, your loyalty, your peace until there's nothing left for you. That's why you got to protect your energy like it's your last dollar. Guard it, honor it, move like it's valuable because it is. Start being selective about who gets access to you. Not everybody deserves your kindness. Not everybody deserves your understanding. Not everybody deserves your inner calm. Some people only come close so they can drain the part of you that's still alive, still giving, still forgiving. But you owe yourself better than that. You owe yourself the strength to pull back when giving becomes painful. You owe yourself the courage to say no without feeling guilty. You owe yourself the clarity to see who's genuine and who's just comfortable using you. Protecting your energy ain't about becoming cold. It's about becoming conscious. It's about knowing that your heart is valuable and not everybody needs access to it. It's about moving with intention, not emotion. It's about choosing peace over approval, growth over comfort, purpose over people pleasing. Once you make that shift, something inside you gets stronger. You start standing taller, thinking clearer, moving smarter. You stop chasing people and start attracting better ones. You stop running on empty and start building yourself back up. When you stop giving softness away recklessly, you create space for real connection, not the kind that drains you, but the kind that fuels you. People who respect your time, people who see your worth, people who match your effort instead of exploiting it. And when you surround yourself with that kind of energy, your whole life elevates. Your vision sharpens, your goals get louder, your purpose gets real. You'll notice your spirit feels lighter because you're no longer weighed down by people who don't belong in your circle. This is your reminder to stop letting everyone tap into you like you're an unlimited resource. You're not. You're human. You have limits, and you deserve to honor them. The same heart you use to uplift others needs to be used to protect yourself. Set boundaries so strong they feel like walls to people who only come to take. Set standards so clear they filter out the ones who never intended to respect you. And walk like someone who knows their value, not someone hoping others will see it. The moment you start protecting your energy, the world reacts differently. People who took you for granted fall back. People who were draining you get uncomfortable. People who never appreciated you disappear. And that's good. Let them go. Those losses are blessings. Those exits are upgrades. Your life becomes quieter, but it also becomes stronger, cleaner, more focused, more aligned with where you're meant to go. Stop handing out softness to everyone. Give it to the people who deserve it, who reciprocate it, who protect it the way you protect theirs. And for the rest, stand firm, stand solid. Stand in the truth that your energy is too valuable to waste. Protect it like your future depends on it, because it does. Respect don't just show up because you're a good person, or because you got a big heart, or because you treat everybody with kindness. Respect is built off the things you stand on, the things you refuse to bend for, the things you make non-negotiable in your life. It's built through boundaries, consistency, and showing people exactly what you allow, and more importantly, what you don't. The world listens more to your actions than your voice. People pay attention to how you move, not what you say. And if your movement is shaky, your respect will be shaky too. Boundaries are the first line of defense for your peace, your energy, and your growth. Without boundaries, people will treat you however they feel like treating you. Not because they're all bad, but because they take cues from you. If you let someone disrespect you twice, you didn't just forgive them, you trained them. If you let people talk to you any type of way, you're silently agreeing to it. If you keep showing up for people who never show up for you, you're teaching them that your time has no weight. Boundaries aren't about pushing people away. They're about protecting everything you're building. They're the invisible line that says, this is who I am, this is what I accept, and this is where I draw the line. But a boundary with no consistency behind it is just a suggestion. Consistency is what makes your boundaries real. Anyone can say, I'm done, or I won't tolerate that, but sticking to that when emotions hit, when pressure rises, when someone you care about tests you, that's where real respect is created. People respect patterns, not promises. They respect when you move the same way today, tomorrow, and a month from now. They respect when you say what you mean and mean what you say. The moment you set a standard and then slip on it, people notice. And once they see you bending your own rules, they'll push again. They'll test you again. They'll wait for you to fold. That's why consistency is power, because it shows people your standards weren't temporary, they were truth. It shows them you're solid. And every day, you're showing people what you allow, not through speeches or explanations, but through choices. The way you let someone speak to you shows them what tone is acceptable. The way you let someone use your time shows them how much you value it. The way you react when someone crosses your line tells them if they can do it again. You don't have to tell people how to treat you. You show them through what you tolerate. And once you stop tolerating disrespect, something shifts in the atmosphere around you. People fall in line. People adjust. People step differently. And the ones who refuse to respect your standards fall off, which is a blessing, not a loss. Respect is earned through clarity. When you know who you are and you know what you stand on, people feel that energy. They feel that discipline. They feel that self-worth. You don't have to beg for respect when you live like someone who already respects themselves. When your boundaries are clear, your consistency is steady, and your standards are firm, people have no choice but to rise to that level or exit your life. And both outcomes are valuable. See, respect isn't loud. It's not something you demand or chase. It's quiet, steady, and built over time. It comes from the way you move when nobody's watching. The decisions you make when it's uncomfortable. The times you hold the line, even when you really want to bend it. Every time you choose self-respect over temporary comfort, you strengthen your foundation. Every time you say no, when something violates your peace, you build your value. Every time you show consistency, you build trust, not just with others, but with yourself. People might not like your boundaries at first. They might say you've changed. They might get uncomfortable because they can't access you the same way they used to. But that's proof you're doing something right. It means the old version of you, the one who tolerated too much, the one who stayed quiet, the one who kept the peace at their own expense, is gone. And the new version of you is someone who knows their worth. Respect is simple: show people what you allow and stick to it. Stand on your word. Protect your value. Move with discipline. And watch how fast the world starts treating you differently. Inner strength ain't something you're born with, it's something life forces you to build. It comes from struggle, from discipline, from choosing the harder path when the easy one is right there waiting to pull you back into who you used to be. Strength grows in the moments you think you can't go any further, but you still take that next step. It grows in the nights you feel alone but refuse to fold. It grows in the battles nobody sees, the ones happening inside you, where you decide whether to level up or stay the same. That's where the real power is built. Struggle teaches you things comfort never will. When everything is smooth, you don't grow, you don't stretch, you don't learn what you're capable of. But when life hits you, when everything feels heavy, when the world feels like it's closing in, that pressure shapes you. It forces you to look inside, to find parts of yourself you didn't even know existed. Struggle exposes your weaknesses, but it also introduces you to your strength. Every setback, every heartbreak, every loss, every moment where you felt like life was breaking you, those were the moments actually molding you. Those were the moments preparing you for the level you're stepping into. But struggle alone ain't enough. Plenty of people go through pain and stay the same. What separates you is discipline. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you're trying to become. It's the decision to keep showing up even when you don't feel like it. It's waking up early when your body wants to sleep. It's staying focused when distractions are loud. It's choosing purpose over pleasure, long-term gain over short-term comfort. Discipline is uncomfortable, but that discomfort is where strength grows. You don't build muscle without resistance. You don't build mindset without sacrifice. The problem is most people want growth, but they don't want the grind that comes with it. They want success without struggle, discipline without discomfort, elevation without effort. But life doesn't work like that. Every upgrade demands a payment. Your old habits, your old mindset, your old circle, your old excuses. Growth asks you to let go of the weaker version of yourself. And that's not easy. But the people who step into who they're meant to be are the ones who choose growth over comfort again and again. Comfort is dangerous because it feels good, it feels safe, it feels easy. It gives you this illusion that you're okay where you are, even when you know deep down you're meant for more. Comfort keeps you stuck in routines that don't challenge you, relationships that drain you, environments that hold you back. Comfort whispers, stay here, don't change, don't risk anything. But growth tells you the truth. This might hurt, this might stretch you, this might break you before it builds you, but you'll come out stronger, wiser, and more aligned. And every time you choose growth, you're choosing your future over your fear. Inner strength is built in those moments where you're standing at that crossroads, comfort on one side, elevation on the other, and you choose the path that grows you. Not because it's easy, not because it's fun, but because you refuse to stay small. You refuse to stay stuck. You refuse to let your potential go to waste. Strength is quiet. It's not loud. It's not flashy. It's not something you post for the world to see. It's built in the dark, in the early mornings, in the late nights, in the times when nobody is clapping for you, when nobody is checking on you. It's built through self-respect, self-discipline, self-belief. It's built through those conversations you have with yourself where you say, I've been through too much to stop now. Sometimes life forces you into situations you didn't ask for, but those situations shape you into someone you needed to become. Struggle made you stronger. Discipline made you sharper. Choosing growth made you unstoppable. And one day, you'll look back at everything you overcame and realize that every moment of pain was preparing you for your power. Inner strength don't come from comfort. It comes from the courage to grow past it. Keep choosing growth. Stay disciplined. Embrace the struggle. That's how you build a version of yourself that nothing can break. People watch you more than they listen to you. They study how you move, how you talk to yourself, how you carry yourself, how you handle pressure, how you allow others to show up in your life. And whether you realize it or not, every one of those actions is teaching the world how to treat you. You set the tone. You set the standard. You set the rules for how people can access your time, your energy, your heart, your space. The way you treat yourself becomes the blueprint. If you move like your time doesn't matter, people will waste it. If you talk down on yourself, people will think it's okay to speak to you the same way. If you let things slide that hurt you, people will keep doing it because you've shown them that you'll absorb the hit instead of standing up for yourself. How you treat yourself is your first language, and the world always learns it before anything else. Self-respect isn't something you negotiate with people, it's something you build within. It's not about being arrogant or acting like you're above anybody. It's about living in a way that shows you value your mind, your spirit, your goals, your peace. When you take care of yourself, when you speak life into yourself, when you set boundaries that protect your growth, you make it clear that anybody who enters your life has to rise to that level. You're not just telling people, don't play with me. You're showing them through how you treat yourself that they can't even get close unless they come correct. The opposite is true too. When you disrespect yourself, when you settle for less, when you ignore your own needs, when you allow situations that drain you, you're silently giving others permission to treat you the same way. People follow whatever pattern you present. If you keep showing loyalty to people who've never earned it, they'll keep taking advantage. If you stay in environments that break you, those environments will never feel the need to change. If you communicate that you'll accept anything, that's exactly what you'll get. The truth is, people don't decide your worth, you do. And once you decide it, once you live like it's real, the world adjusts. You don't have to beg for respect when you respect yourself. You don't have to ask for better treatment when you've already shown what you expect. You don't have to fight for a seat at the table when you move like someone who brings value wherever they go. Treating yourself right takes courage. It means leaving spaces that feel familiar but don't feed you. It means saying no to things that once felt comfortable. It means choosing yourself even when people make you feel guilty for it. It means understanding that protecting your energy is not selfish, it's survival, it's growth. It's the first step to leveling up. And as you level up, something powerful happens. Your circle shifts. People who used to drain you fall off. People who only came around for convenience fade away. People who had access to you stop being comfortable, not because you changed into someone mean or cold, but because you upgraded the way you see yourself, and they either match that energy or they don't. And anyone who doesn't match it won't make it into your next season. When you treat yourself with love, with patience, with discipline, with respect, the universe mirrors it back to you. Opportunities start aligning. Real connections replace fake ones. Your peace becomes stronger than your fear. Your purpose becomes clearer than your doubts. And suddenly, you find yourself surrounded by people who honor you because you've already shown them how. Every decision you make about yourself is a message to the world. This is how I deserve to be treated. And every time you choose yourself, you turn that message into truth. So walk like someone who knows their value. Speak to yourself like someone who's worthy of greatness. Pour into yourself the way you want others to pour into you. Show the world through your habits, your boundaries, your effort, your energy exactly how you expect to be treated. Because the way you treat yourself isn't just self-care, it's instruction. It's the example that guides everything and everyone around you. And once you master that, nobody can ever play with you the same way again. Life don't hand out rewards for talking big, wishing big, or dreaming big. Life rewards the ones who stand tall when everything around them is shaking, the ones who stay focused when distractions are loud, the ones who refuse to fold when pressure hits from every angle. You earn your stripes in the moments where most people break. You level up in the storms that try to knock you down. That's where your character is built, where your vision is tested, where your strength gets shaped into something unshakable. Standing tall doesn't mean you never struggle. It doesn't mean you never feel fear or doubt. It means you don't let those feelings control the way you move. You keep your back straight, your mind steady, your purpose in front of you. You don't run from challenges, you face them. You don't collapse when life gets heavy. You adjust your stance and push through. Every time you stand tall in a moment that was built to crush you, you earn a new version of yourself, stronger, wiser, harder to knock down. Staying focused is a discipline most people never master. The world is full of noise, opinions, distractions, temptations, shortcuts, comfort zones, all pulling you away from the path you're meant to walk. Focus is the ability to see your future so clearly that you stop giving energy to anything that doesn't align with it. It's choosing long-term elevation over short-term pleasure. It's ignoring the people who doubt you, the environments that slow you down, and the habits that steal your time. Focus is a commitment, a promise you make to yourself that nothing and no one can pull you off your purpose. But the real test comes when life hits you with pressure, because pressure exposes you. It reveals your character. It will either break you down or build you up, depending on how you respond. Refusing to fold doesn't mean pretending everything is fine. It means refusing to let life's punches turn you into someone you're not. It means holding on to your vision even when it feels far away. It means trusting your grind even when results are slow. It means believing in yourself even when the world is quiet. Every champion has had a moment where quitting felt easier. Every strong person you admire had nights where they questioned everything. Every story of success has chapters full of doubt, setbacks, and pain. The difference is simple: they didn't fold. They didn't give up. They didn't let temporary struggles destroy permanent goals. They kept moving. They kept building. They kept believing. Life rewards that kind of resilience. It rewards the person who keeps showing up when nobody is watching. It rewards the person who stays locked in on their purpose while others get lost in distractions. It rewards the person who understands that pressure is part of the process, not a sign to stop, but a sign to push harder. When you refuse to fold, you show life you're ready for the level you're chasing. Standing tall, staying focused, refusing to fold. That's how you earn your breakthroughs. That's how you attract opportunities you once prayed for. That's how you build a mindset that can't be shaken by failure or fear. And when people see that in you, that strength, that discipline, that unbreakable mentality, they start treating you differently. They recognize your value. They feel your presence. They respect your grind. But all of this starts within. You can't stand tall if you keep shrinking for others. You can't stay focused if you keep chasing meaningless distractions. You can't refuse to fold if you keep avoiding the pressure required to grow. Every level demands a stronger version of you, and life will keep testing you until you become that version. The ones who get rewarded are the ones who understand that struggle is part of the journey. They don't complain, they adapt. They don't slow down, they sharpen up. They don't back down, they rise. And with every challenge they overcome, life steps aside a little more, opening doors that only those with real resilience can walk through. So stand tall, keep your focus locked. Don't fold, no matter how heavy the pressure gets. Because life is watching how you handle the moments that were designed to break you. And the moment you prove you can't be broken, that's when everything you've been working for starts moving toward you.